Hello guys, how you doing? Welcome to Success Inspiration Academy. You know guys, our job here is to plug you with the information that you need to succeed. So I'm here with Reggie. How are you doing, brother?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm awesome. So Reggie works
Yeah,
for one of the big banks.
sure,
I'm not gonna, promote the bank right now.
sure.
I'm just waiting that maybe they can give me a check or something. But yeah, man.
Yeah,
But his thing is, you are into the credit space,
sure,
right?
sure.
The loan space. And
Yeah.
today we just want to touch on, what are some of the important things that people out there need to know, entrepreneurs, people who are trying to maybe
Sure.
own a home and all these things.
Yes,
How do we get the favorable interest rates?
sure.
Or you tell me what, let me not get in front of you. What are the main issues, bro?
Yeah, so
And
you see,
what are people looking for?
sure, sure. Yeah, look, most of us are really looking into getting some form of credit.
Yeah.
This is obviously due to it's due to the obvious reasons that we don't have that cash flow,
Yeah.
to purchase those big assets. It may be for our homes or for vehicles to be mobile or for any other life commitment that we may be having, and I think we have come to realize that in the financial space, one of the greatest assets that you have as an individual is your credit score.
Yeah.
Which I mean, a lot of us. I go around doing a lot of financial talks, and I notice that a lot of us don't get to realize this until we reach that stage where we actually want to have access to some credit.
Wow.
Yeah, and then that's when you get to realize that, hey, that small account that I used to have that I ran away from, it's actually affecting me from getting more credit.
Wow, man. So what are the practical steps that one needs to take, to actually make sure that this credit score is on point? How about if
Sure.
you've messed up, man? You've already
Yeah,
run
yeah.
away from these
Sure,
accounts,
sure,
whatever
sure.
it is, what do you, what can you do to
Yeah.
rectify the situation?
Look, the key thing is that I like saying this. As long as you are still alive, you can actually still have an ability to change your credit score, your credit status. Running away is not always the good. Actually, it's not at all a good idea. To run away from your own debt commitments.
Yeah.
So the key thing is to basically maintain that honesty.
Okay.
If you are failing to actually honor your debt obligation, very crucial that you communicate with your creditors and start making arrangements there. But as long as you are alive, you still have an income, you can try by all means to try and sort your credit score out.
Awesome, man.
Yeah.
And in terms of like home loans, right?
Yeah.
I mean, we had a discussion the other day.
Yeah.
How can someone reduce their interest rates on their home loans?
Yeah. So the number one key thing, your asset, your credit score.
Yeah.
Remember, as individuals, we have different credit scores.
Yeah.
That is determined by how you handle your credit. So the more you have a good credit score, the lesser the interest you will pay.
Okay.
So if you pay on time, you do not have returned debit orders, and etc. That's when you get to have a chance to improve your credit score. So that's the first thing. Then number two, you've obtained that credit facility. Let's say a home loan, as that's what you asked now. Home loan. I mean, if ever it says 20 years, it doesn't necessarily mean that you must stick to that time frame.
Yeah.
You have an ability to pay more into your credit. Into your home loan. And then
So is this to the capital amount? Or
sure.
how does it work?
So how it works? Remember now, a home loan does have like a particular account. And then in that account, on a monthly basis, you are charged interest based on the debit balance that you're having. So if ever you have a minus 1 million for your property, and then your interest is 10%. So every month the interest is calculated on a daily basis and charged on a monthly, as a full amount. So if you then pay into the home loan, you are then reducing, instead of being charged 10% of R1,000,000, you are charged 10% of 990,000.
Okay.
You know,
All right.
so then that's how you then get to reduce the interest that you would have paid. And then you look at it instead of you instead of it taking you 20 years to settle this bond, you find that you've reduced it by 15 years, by 5 years, or even more. Yes, you know. So then that reduces the amount of interest that it would have costed you had you waited for that longer period.
Awesome, man. And tell me something, man. I've heard someone say that if you've got a big chunk of money,
Sure.
rather, is it better to pay the deposit, right? A bigger deposit,
Sure.
or is it better to just conclude your contract, then you put it there?
Put it in.
Tell us in your own words.
So look, I think this depends from one individual to the other. You know, if you come to Reggie, who's someone who's like so interested, likes taking risk, and then you're saying to me, I'm trying to purchase R1,000,000 house, and then I have 100,000. I'll start thinking about what is it that I can do with this 100,000, you know, and something which I can maybe put into an asset that can generate me an income. You know, imagine. I'll make a typical example. You give me 100K, I managed to purchase a smaller Yana car that I can put in Uber. That Uber is giving me an extra 8K per month. You know, then this from the 8K a week, it's giving me an extra 8K a week, and then from the 8K I'm able to chunk in at least 50% of it into the home loan.
Yes.
You know, so it just depends from one individual to the other. But on the other hand, you can paying the deposit towards the home loan, it reduces your installment, what you would have been paying per month. And then, meanwhile, if the home loan is already opened and then you chunk in 100,000 into it, that will not reduce the installment you're paying. You will continue with the same installment, but then now the interest that you're charged is R1,000,000 minus 100,000 that you would have popped into the home loan. You know?
Awesome.
Yeah, so there's no one way to say where I can say, no, everybody, when you've got 100,000, put it into the home loan. You know, it's something that we have to sit down and then look at the opportunity cost.
Awesome, man. Thank you very much. And
Sure.
I'm going to put down your social media
Sure.
for people who want to know more about, getting, the right type of loan, that sort of thing, then that will be that. So guys,
Sure.
man, and thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
And guys, if you enjoyed that, hit the subscribe button, like, share, comment. Let me know what more you want to hear. Cheers. Bye-bye.